I don't know what it is, guys, but sometimes I just open my eyes, go to threads, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do my healthy scroll, and I find some person being called out for using AI by somebody else, and I'm like, well, I guess I got a video, so I might as well do it. And the bookish community is rampant with them, rampant with these tracers. So let's head over to threads to the post where it's at. So here's the original post that just happened a day ago. And it says here, I don't normally make a post like this, but enough is enough. When I've opened threads today and I saw an author posting art they received, and it felt extremely off. I'm not a specialist, just an artist that sees the madness going in our community. Please, authors, be aware and always double check who you want to commission. So here are some of the images here. I mean, yeah, we all had to know this is AI. I mean, what they did do is there's these brushes you can get that everyone can fucking get. And they did a little bit of brush work to make it look a little bit more. That's what they did. Like you could see right up here. Let's see, and there's obviously, I mean, this was generated with ChatGPT because ChatGPT is doing its thing. I don't know how to describe new like way of looking like at images. There's just so much noise in the image that's really hard to read visually, but you have to like take a look back and look. Like there's hair going into hair like this, going to strands, but nowhere to go. Obviously there's eyes nowhere, and then this isn't even casting a shadow or anything. It looks like he's actually not even leaned up against the chair, not chair, but the thing, to be honest. The tree, my bad. Strokes are fading and she's not looking into his eye. Well, that's a problem. She's looking right here and he doesn't have any eyes. So even if he could look, he'd be looking at her eyes if he had them to look. Here's some other multiple different versions of it. Obviously, we have to look at the style because, oops, don't look at that, guys. That's something else I was looking at. But yes, this happened. This happened here, and it was cringe. Here's another part that somebody also showed. Oh God, those hands! Look at that hand there. But these are very inconsistent. This is just floating. This one, and this is the person's account, Luna Camilla, art by Luna Camilla, and it says realistic and semi-realistic character art. No AI. Old count suspended. I wonder fucking why. But we already know why, don't we? Scamming. That's how you lose your account. So another thing people say is that they also DM unsolicited, which is really annoying. If an artist has added you, and listen, I'm gonna have a come to Jesus moment with you, or come to whatever moment. Listen, authors, people commissioning artists. Okay, just hear me out real quick. If a person who is an artist adds you and they don't have a significant following, right? And they have like 100 followers and they're saying that they're taking commissions, you need to really look through that account first. And even if they are a big account, did they message you immediately asking you if you need work? There's like a little checklist. Like Nadia had like 26K followers or something before she had to leave, because people weren't listening, because she tends to follow these type of artists, tend to follow people who need art. They're not following other artists. They're following people who need art. So those people will always jump to help the person in need if they get called out for using AI in their work. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If an artist has mostly authors as like people they're following, and all of their work seems a little bit sus, maybe you don't commission them. Or have your artist friends look over their account. Anyway, also, if you guys like this stuff, my art news and my art journalism, you guys can follow me over on Patreon. And by the way, my one video is taking some time, so haven't been able to post it yet. Anyway, back to the show, I guess. So I had one that argued with me where they're talking about an AI scammer, or they said they were using AI under their post, but they wanted to pass as a genuine artist. So they're willing to say fuck anything to get you into their midst. So now let's go over her account. So this was done a few weeks ago. This is just straight up, oh God. So she's doing the smudging So there's a thing. Let me show you something. There's a guy who talked about AI smudging. So I think we need to go over that real quick so you guys know what that is. Now I'm going to let him talk so you guys can just kind of watch what he does on screen, and we'll just let him take it away.
Okay, so I'm going explaining AI detection with fondly framed or framed fantasy or any other alias that they go by. The first and easiest way is to continuously it looks good like this, but then when you flip it, some of the areas on this AI generated piece that they tried to cover become very noticeable. So when you're looking at AI, the areas... Okay, so I'm going to be explaining AI detection with fondly framed or framed fantasy or any other alias that they go by. The first and easiest way is to continuously it looks good like this, but then when you flip it, some of the areas on this AI generated piece that they tried to cover become very noticeable. So when you're looking at AI, the areas you really, really want to pay attention to are eyelashes, eyes, noses, lips, and earrings. Okay, so fondly framed or framed fantasy is what we call an AI smudger account, and I'll do a demo at the end, but basically they take a tool that's called a smudge tool, and it basically works like finger painting for children. I'm gonna put that on now and see how this is actually just smudging around the colors a little bit, and this is all fondly framed fantasy does, is they smudge around different areas to make it look a little more hand painted, to see how much they can get away with, see how much you can actually do with the smudging tool, and this is all they do. And sometimes they do a little bit of paint over in certain areas. You can see where they did go in with the brush on the arms and paint in a little bit of dabbing to kind of hide the AI. However, let's go back, because I don't want to go over the technique of how they're hiding their AI. I want to point out how it's so easy for any artist to tell that they are using AI. Firstly is you can see the areas where they've erased and cut out here. Let's go down here. See, these white marks are signs that they've cut out areas. And also additional details where there doesn't need to be details is the number one thing for looking at AI. See how many details are on this when this person is obviously not at the skill level of rendering out or painting out a build like this. So these extra details are useless, and a professional artist wouldn't even do that. But then they don't even make sense. It's just, this is what's called AI gibber, is when the AI creates additional folds, adds additional details that don't make any sense, but they are just there. That's called AI gibber. Anyway, moving on, you can see how this gold goes down here. They painted on yellow here, you can see. However, they're really not, they don't know about art, they don't know how to draw. So a lot of this AI, you can see here they smudged, but you can see the AI here, hair loop, very old tell of AI. Really bad hair loops at the end, it kind of just loops back in. That is a really old tell of it. AI. So this person is probably using a stable diffusion model that's particularly trained on just a few artists. So AI, clothes merging into hair. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? Earring thing. Don't know what it is. Have no idea what this is. But AI still can't do ears very well. Eyelashes. So I'm going to zoom in here. The eyes are so messed up. So the eye goes down here and it has two water ducts. Like, what? The eyelashes always merge into different areas of the skin of the hair. This nose has a clothing fold in it. Hair and eyelashes are merging here. Also, this is lit straight out of a duck horror movie. Yeah, so this one, very easy to tell, but I do think starting off with the smudger AI. Scammer is what we call these, is the smudger scammer, when they smudge AI.
So I went to their page, and I've seen actually this specific scam before, where they get people who they've scammed or people they've specifically paid to give them video proof that they enjoyed their interaction and they enjoyed the thing they paid for. So we don't need to go through this, but this is also a thing that I've been noticing, is that they'll try to get reviews, personal feedback, and then they'll put it on their page so people will believe that they're a real person. But as we're looking over this page, what I was saying right here is that they are smudging a little bit and repainting over a little bit. They tried to fix the hands. I'm sure something happened, because once you start getting more than two hands in a picture, or you start putting things together, it starts getting a little bit weird. On top of the fact that you can already see from down here that these shoelaces are still an issue. People keep saying that they solved the hand issue and they solved the shoelace issue, but they haven't. And then also, like I said, the ears are different. So, I mean, what is this bottom? What is this bottom supposed to be too? That looks like something kind of strange to me. Like, the rest of it is very different. And this looks like they tried to add paint over to hide whatever was underneath that didn't fit. And then this is a more painterly style, but you can see where they started smudging right here. They tried to fix the hand themselves, but was unable to. And they did a little bit of slashes here and there. Right here you can see a brush stroke, a little bit of brush stroking here, just to make it look like there is some form being done here. But it's still like, you know what I mean? Like, there's enough here that I would be suspicious. Like, do you see how this mouth, it just disappears into the paw? There's that. And this is like, I'm not gonna lie, this background is just ChatGPT background, and they added some random foliage brushes to the back so that you couldn't really tell by looking at it. But otherwise, this is just the basic AI style, probably generated from something. Let's see what happens with the shoes. So the shoes are tied up high on the back of the tongue, but there's nothing keeping it there. I'm sure if I could look down deep into this, there's probably more issues, but I am not seeing them offhand. It's more really the background for me. What else? Is it consistent? Is it the same? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, it is not consistent right here. They should be the same. You can't see where the belts are coming from. Whatever the fuck this thing is. And it looks like she actually erased part of what was there. You see right here where there was something here. It looks like she just erased it because it just didn't look good. Because these are in like environments, you know what I mean? Like, they were environments. So I believe she cut them out and started coloring around them or something. Because there's something wrong. There's something wrong with these. Oh. Listen, is this author using AI too? I don't know. I can't be sure. I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, so this is also very the same like typical AI looking bullshit. And it's always that mix too. Like, I don't know where they're smudging here, but why does she look like a child? I'm trying to look here and see what else is off. Oh yeah, right here, look. It just goes into his leg, and then it just appears nowhere. This disappears here. I'm sure that if I zoomed in further, I could probably see more problems. Probably, I would say there's definitely problems with the face and the eyes, because his eye is like half closed here, and there's a second clock on this side. So and this style, this is some traced shit. This is color picked, you can tell down here, and traced over. This is another like yeah, so AI doesn't know how to do chainmail, so it does this weird like holy thing. So they definitely generated this, and then they tried to paint over it to fix it, but yikes. And they tried to fix the hair. It's similar to Montana. And if you guys haven't seen that video about Verdant Palette, you guys should go watch it, because she has like she has a method. Like, she first started doing like paint overs to try to fix the AI, and she would do things like paint the hair, repaint the face, do a lot of smudging, and then she turned into color picking because it was too hard. This is just color picked all the way around. I can even tell. See right here on the thigh? Color picked. Let's see what else. What is this outfit, bro? This belt goes into nowhere. These actually have tangent issues. This doesn't have a place to go either. It's like it's up so high on her hip that it would literally need to go into the crevice of her thigh to be on her hip. It should be up here a little bit. And there's nothing connecting it either. So let's see what else. Well, that's all I could see, but I mean, the AI, the background is also generated, so it's whatever. What about this one? Oh, this one, she did some brush work on this one. Look at that. She tried to fix it. She tried to trace, and then she color picked this, and then she had to leave these flowers alone because, well, that's what she generated. Why is he picking her up by her neck? It's kind of fucked up. She really tried to redraw this on her own. This is messed up. Let's see. See, look at this. This is, ooh. I think this was actually a person and another person because of the hands. Like, I think she tried to just trace over a picture of two real people, which is, oh, and this is Stable Diffusion something. And she just used the output and then traced over it. That's one way to do it. I believe this is traced over with an attempt to paint like AI. Like she tried to do it. She tried to do it on her own. That's what she tried. Because how could you be this and then also be this? You can't be both. And you can't be this too. And this. Come on. You can't do all that. You can't. That's too many things you're trying to be. But I would have taken this account as a warning in the beginning because it has 136 followers. How long have they been around? When was their first post? Let's see. A year ago in March. I would not be taking this person. What is this? Is she getting lynched? Oh God, look, she even for, this is on June 1st. She even used ChatGPT for this part. Look, she stood on the gallows, fearless. He knelt, not to beg, but to promise. Jesus Christ. But like, what's the, this image kind of pisses me off because what do you mean she's going to be lynched, but also she has it around her waist? If they take it away, she's going to be fine. And here she is. Has anyone found an artist that does commission for animal portraits? Of course she does animal portraits. She says she doesn't use AI, which she clearly fucking does. It's another buyer beware. Just another tracer who is probably not going to admit to tracing. And the moment I post this video, when you guys see it, this account, I 100% believe will be gone by then. And I know this is a little bit off topic, but I don't know how many times I got to say this, but you guys really got to be looking at them artists that you guys are hiring. Really, truly. I feel like every author should know about my account and fucking follow me. Just so you can just be aware and just see what we see. And then maybe on your own, you'll be able to see what you see. I know there's some authors following me, but I know that a lot of people who follow me are also just artists because obviously we love the tea. But seriously, tell your author friends, follow this bitch. Listen, she knows about that AI shit. She'll keep you from getting scammed. Okay? Before I go, I wanted to say that I am still working on my book. I am still working on all my stuff, and I'm going to post some things over on Patreon for my imprint if you guys are interested in that. But I wanted to talk a little bit more, just a touch about the AI writing video. I had an Excel spreadsheet, and a lot of the information on there is not exactly correct. So I can't put out the video yet, and my husband is helping me figure out how to do that. So it's still coming. I thought that I could every time. I literally started it this week and then figured out I couldn't do it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.